This is a picture of me when I was little. Okay, so this is me back when I was still a baby. Late 90s, which makes me a millennial 90s baby. Solid combo if you ask me. And just like any kid back then, I would play with whatever I could get my hands on. Growing up, I wanted probably what every kid also wanted to be at the time. Pilot, fireman, policeman, and by high school, I wanted to become a doctor. In college, an entrepreneur. But never did I once consider becoming a live streamer. And yet, here I am 10 months since I began with lessons and experiences I wouldn't have learned in any other way had I not chosen to try out live streaming in the first place. Through live streaming, I was able to discover more about myself, meet new people every day, and learn about the world as it is today. I've mentioned in the past few videos that I believe live streaming is never about the viewer, but the communication between streamer and viewer. This means na ang live streamer and viewer ang nagpapatakbo ng mga nangyayari sa isang live stream. And in realizing this, natutunan kong manuri ng mga bagay-bagay from different perspectives and not just from my own. I have to admit though that in the past and even up until now, I tend to get too caught up in my own thoughts and beliefs that I forget that one thing can be viewed differently. So more than learning how to talk, natutunan kong makinig sa live stream. Now, depending on how long you have been watching my videos, you've probably heard about or of the Beni fam. And I'm telling you this because this too is something that I learned from live streaming. To put it simply, being a part of a community, especially in this time, is key to overall happiness. Andyan yung support and guidance for one another, and few things are better than the experience na sabay-sabay kayong lahat sa pag-achieve ng mga goals nyo. Ang sabi nga nila, di ba? Fast alone, further together. What exactly is the Beni fam, you ask? Glad you asked. It's basically a micro community we formed outside of the live stream platform over at Messenger. Over here, we send each other anything from selfies to pictures of our pets, memes, food, promos, boodles, homeworks, and even weather updates. Dito sa group na to, dalawa lang ang rules. One is you respect one another, and two, you are welcome to join and free to leave. Now the second rule sounds a bit harsh, but it just means there's no pressure to be active in the group. If your thing is to lurk during streams, silent viewer ka lang, then feel free na maging silent member ka lang din dito. Naririnig ko madalas sa mga kaibigan ko na isa raw sa pinakamahirap na nangyayari during work from home is that it tends to be mundane and repetitive. And please don't get the wrong idea, my friends are grateful for the work, period. Gusto ko lang point out dito yung tendency na nagiging paulit-ulit ang nangyayari araw-araw dahil sa limitadong pwedeng gawin dulot ng quarantine to the point na blurred na ang line between work and personal time. Some of my friends find that yung pag-log out nila ng work is just a lunch break. Kasi the next thing they know, gigising na sila, log in ka agad sa work. Some of my friends feel like the weekend is a long lunch break with the same sentiments. I find myself incredibly lucky because every day is different when it comes to live streaming. If only because iba-iba rin ang mga tao na nakakasalamuha ko sa live stream. And this goes hand in hand with what I said earlier about experiencing many different perspectives. This makes work, live stream, for me truly enjoyable and ever-changing. Araw-araw may bagong nangyayari. I'm an introvert and it takes me quite a bit of time to warm up to people I've only just met, and I tend to be shy in public gatherings. And these don't have to mean na hanggang doon na lang, that I can't live stream because it also involves meeting new people in a very public platform. Na-realize ko na pwede naman maging mahiyain at mag-enjoy pa rin. Kailangan lang yung tamang mindset na nabanggit na rin kanina. Live stream is not about the live streamer. So I learned to push myself outside of my comfort zone. And from there, nagtuloy-tuloy na rin siya into honing skills I never thought I would be able to learn. I learned to be more comfortable in front of the camera and maging mas focus sa mga sinasabi at sasabihin ko. At kahit na aminado akong banu pa rin ako rito, natutunan ko kahit papano magkaroon ng presence of mind. There was a time not too long ago that I thought I would be doing whatever I was doing at the time for the rest of my life. Of course, I ended up finding my way here into live streaming. Is this something I think I will be doing for a very long time? Yes. Will it be forever? I don't know. But for me, what is important is that gustong-gusto ko yung ginagawa ko ngayon. I found one thing that I genuinely like doing, and that is in itself something to be thankful for, because experiences like this come rarely for someone like me. May pagka-indecisive din kasi ako. Things happened in the last year that will likely carry on for a long time. It doesn't matter who you are or where you're from, the last year has been crazy, and because of it, we were forced to innovate. Whatever the internet was eventually going to make obsolete, mas napabilis lang. And most of the things that we had to adapt to will likely remain in place even when all of this craziness is over. To survive, we learned to optimize our daily living and make processes more efficient. By the way, does my hand keep doing this? I can't stop it. Hindi ko mapigilan. For one thing, we learned to use different platforms to continue communicating with one another. One thing that we clearly had to embrace was our way of communicating with each other online. Web meetings, which used to be treated less seriously than in-person meetings, are now at par when administered properly. In a similar way, product launches and promotions, which used to be held as physical events, are now held within the online space. Live streaming na rin sila sa ibang salita. At live streaming din ang nangyayari for many other interactions between many of us these days. And me, of course. Live streamer ako, di ba? All of these that I just said are why I think you should start live streaming too. It's good for knowledge, good for practice, and cheesy, but it is good for the soul. It is said that the lightness of being is accepting that life ultimately has no real meaning and that true happiness can be found in the fleeting moments. Again, super cheesy, but in some way, this is what live streaming is for me. Authentic and unpredictable moments broadcasted for a limited time. Anyway, that is it for this video. Thank you so much for sticking to the end. If you can see this, that means you stuck through the talking video. I will try my best to maybe not talk as long or not as much and be more full and fun with actions, but that will have to hold for a bit longer just because limited lang talaga ang pwede gawin natin dito. But I promise you guys, in the future, as soon as pwede na tayong, as soon as mas safe na lumabas, you will babawi tayo dun. Okay? That is it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Again, thank you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.